backpack and some sweet sunglasses, and get 24-hour ticketing priority to men's basketball tickets. So how the Havocs works in our student section here at GCU, you can come to any sporting event for free with just your student ID. I know some other colleges have membership fees. You have to pay for a pass or something like that. To come to any sporting event, you can come for free here at GCU. However, since men's basketball is really crazy, we have students camping out days in advance on the quad just to get their seat in the arena. We do have to ticket men's basketball games, but they still are free. And what the 24-hour ticketing priority does in our Pro Pass that you can purchase, it allows you to claim tickets 24 hours before anyone else. So if you want to ensure your ticket to men's basketball tickets, this Pro Pass is a good idea. And you get a lot of sweet gear and merchandise along with it. So if you're interested, you can go over to our GCU Havocs Instagram and go find out everything you need to know over there.
Yeah, awesome. That comes on sale, like we said, Sunday at 6 p.m. on our Instagram. So that's the best way to keep up to date with all Havoc stuff is at GCU Havocs on Instagram. But parents, we're not forgetting you here either. We also have season tickets on sale coming soon, or on sale now, I guess. So you can scan this QR code illuminated by arrows.
Yeah, if you can't find the QR code, there's some arrows there. This guy made the slide, so I don't know what he was thinking.
Just in case you can't see it.
Yes, parents, you can also join the fun. It's not just limited to students. You sit on the other side of the arena, but you're still in the party. We still would love to have you. So scan this QR code, get some information about season tickets, general admission tickets, all that good stuff. Yeah, and lastly, we would like to invite every new student here to our Welcome Week event, Lopapalooza, this Friday. Last year we had 7,200 students here, about 2 hours early. So if you do want to see it in the arena, we do recommend getting here early. It's a lot of fun. It's a good introduction to the Havocs game day experience, and we are so excited to get this year started. Doors will open at 3:30. The volleyball game is at 7, and Lopapalooza will follow the volleyball game. And following Lopapalooza, we have a festival this year with a lot of cool rides and food outside on the quad and Prescott Field. So we'd love to have every single one of you. So we will hope to see you guys Friday. Lastly, there's this one really weird GCU tradition. We say these words, and like everyone goes absolutely crazy. It doesn't really make sense, but who wants free T-shirts? It's T-shirt time.
T-shirt time.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Lope Country. Woo! If you are still coming in, we have plenty of room here in the front. So we'll still have a few people coming in for a couple of minutes. That's completely fine. I'm here to give you a quick rundown of what you can expect today and for the rest of Welcome Week. My name is Charity Norman, and I am the Director of Welcome Programs here at Grand Canyon University, and I'm so excited to be welcoming all of you to Lope Country today. Congratulations. So many of you, most of you, hopefully all of you, new students have already completed your new student orientation online module before you arrived here at GCU. If you have not completed that module, you can do so through your new student checklist or through your new student portal. And please be sure to do so before the beginning of classes on Tuesday. The module is full of really essential information for you, not all of which is stuff that we go through with you in person, but it's all information that you will be held accountable for and that ultimately is going to help you get connected to GCU, be successful in your academics, and be successful in your relationships with your roommates, with your friends, with the university, learn how to study well, those types of things. So we care a lot about your success and about bringing you in well, so highly recommend that you complete that module. Once you do so, you can either print out or show us a copy of your certificate of completion for the new student orientation module, and you can turn it in for your free GCU t-shirt at the Welcome Programs pop-up booth, which is every day until 4 p.m. at the Promenade on campus. So be sure to do that. So today, you will be hearing in the welcome session, after myself, you'll be hearing from our ASGCU Student Body President and Vice President, Camden Marasco and Tyson Cantrell. Then you have the privilege to hear from our University President, Brian Mueller, followed by our Chief Academic Officer and Provost, Dr. Randy Gibb. And we'll conclude with our Dean of Students and Campus Pastor, Dr. Tim Griffin, who will go through a new student commissioning ceremony with you all. So it's an exciting program really designed to welcome you in well to campus here. We have been preparing for you and praying for you as a department, as a university, your staff members, the faculty members, your student leaders, your RAs, your life leaders. So many people here on campus have been waiting for you to arrive, and we are so excited that you're here, and we really want you to have a successful start of the academic year. So I recommend that you pay close attention to the people who are up here, and that you take the opportunity throughout Welcome Week to really get to know everyone who you can. We are a growing institution, but we have such an exciting feeling of a small institution. I've been at GCU now for almost 8 years. This is my 8th Welcome Week here at GCU, and I've seen it grow in absolutely tremendous ways, but miraculously still feels like a small school. And the reason is because of the students and the community that they build. So let me challenge you with this, that you've heard of GCU's community. You've heard of the Havocs, you've heard of our athletics, you've heard of our life groups, you've heard of our chapel, and you might be tempted to think, I will just go to GCU because they have a great community, and community will just happen to me. And let me challenge you that that is not something that just happens to a lot of you. It's something that you will need to strive toward and work toward and commit yourselves to. So be trusting with the people around you enough to be vulnerable with your new community so that you can work towards building a good campus and continuing on that spirit of familiarity that makes us feel like such a small school, even though we're not a small school anymore. So in a couple of minutes, I'm going to turn it over to Camden and Tyson. But before I do, if there's anything else that we can do for you, I'm going to show our contact information here throughout Welcome Week or the rest of the semester. You can always email us, or highly recommend that you follow us on Instagram for the most updated Welcome Week information throughout the week. You can also scan this QR code. This will take you to our link tree that has a campus map on it. It has a map of the campus shuttles if you would like a shuttle ride anywhere because it's like 110 degrees outside sometimes. And if you would like a full version of the Welcome Week schedule. So a lot of really helpful information here on our link tree. And you're also welcome to call us or text us at this phone number here. We try to respond as much as possible within 30 minutes, although sometimes that's not quite possible during Welcome Week. We are experiencing a high volume of calls and texts right now, but we do the best that we can to answer your questions in the best way that we can, and it can be about anything at all. So after this session, students will head out to orientation groups, so I'll be up in a little bit to dismiss you. Parents and families, you will stay behind here in the arena if you are attending the English session, or if you are attending the Spanish session. Se ofrece una orientación en español para padres y familias a quien le gustaría. Esta sesión se llevará a cabo en el Colegio de la Educación, edificio 33, salón 104. So, thank you. I will be up in a little bit to dismiss you guys, and in the meantime, I'm going to turn it over to Camden and Tyson. Thank you.
Hello, GCU. How are you guys doing today? Awesome. Hey, everyone. Well, like Charity said, my name is Camden Morosco, and I have the opportunity this year to serve as your student body president, which is very exciting. So I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm an honors college student in the Colangelo College of Business studying marketing and advertising. On the count of three, make some noise if you guys are from out of state. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. And this is my Vice President, Tyson.
Hey guys, my name is Tyson Cantrell. I have the privilege of serving as student body vice president this upcoming year. I'm originally from Boise, Idaho. I'll go, nice. I'm studying psychology and behavioral health. And Camden and I have the privilege of being on ASGCU. If you hear that, that's essentially the student government on campus. And our main purpose is to empower students and give them a voice. And so that we have a variety of different departments within our organization, ranging from our sustainability team all the way to our freshman class council.
Yeah, definitely. So Tyson and I have a really cool chance this year, not only to be your student voice, but to work really, really hard to improve student life on campus. So you all have the opportunity today to apply for something called Freshman Class Council, or FCC. What FCC is it's an opportunity, it is the only opportunity available for freshmen as a student leadership position. So on FCC, you have the chance to plan your own event, work alongside ASGCU with some of our initiative weeks, and be mentored by some of our ASGCU members. Tyson and I will be mentors this year. I would just like to encourage all of you. This is Welcome Week, which is an incredibly exciting time, and this is a time in your lives where you guys don't have a lot of GCU obligations, you guys don't have any classes that are going on right now, and the university works really, really hard to provide you guys with a lot of opportunities to meet new people. So I would just encourage you guys to go to different events this week, meet new people, go with your roommates, go with people that you know, and just put yourself out there. And if you do that, you'll put yourself in a really good position to succeed this year and have a really great time.
So if you can't tell, Camden's an extrovert, and I'm very much an introvert, so I'm going to talk to the introverts in the room. Don't go out and meet everyone. That is horrifying. Take a second, breathe, it will be okay. This is a new experience. I came from out of state, didn't know any of my roommates. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be a little bit overwhelming at the beginning, but if you take a second, find something to get plugged in that makes you happy and excited outside of academics and what gets you going in the morning, it will be okay. But to change the gears just a little bit, when Camden and I ran for student body president and vice president, we had 3 major platform points. We wanted to advance what GCU can improve upon, amplify what GCU is already doing well, and advocate for students. As a first-generation college student, this is a very new experience for me, and I know it's important for Camden and I both that we want to make sure students are heard, but most importantly, that each individual student feels seen on this campus.
Yeah, definitely. So Tyson and I were actually here all summer, and we weren't here all summer just to hang out at the pool and just to be here with friends. We were here working really, really hard, voicing student opinions and making sure that you guys can be set up in the best possible position to have a really fantastic academic year. So this is incredibly exciting to see so many faces here today. I just wanted to welcome all of you on my behalf, Tyson and ASGCU as an entire organization. We could not be more excited for what is in store for this year, what the Lord will do, and I am just so excited to have all of you here on campus. So welcome. Awesome. And now we have the opportunity to introduce all of you to our university president, President Brian Mueller. Thank you guys so much.
Well, welcome everybody to orientation at GCU for the 2022-23 school year. We're also very happy to have you here, and we do have a lot of traditions at GCU, and we also break a lot of traditions. I was really happy that some of you started to fill in the front because I was feeling like I was in church with most people sitting in back and the front rows being empty, but we break a huge church tradition here. If any of you are living in Arizona and want to join us, yes, we do support our athletic programs and our basketball games, have a lot of enthusiasm, but really nothing has the enthusiasm of not the first day of school, which is Tuesday after Labor Day, but the next Monday, which is our first chapel. Last year, I was the chapel speaker on the first chapel service, and so I was up here before the students were let in. And it was an amazing phenomenon. Students were lined up, they opened the door, and there was an absolute sprint to get into the front rows of our first chapel service. And so, yes, we have enthusiasm for athletics, but the enthusiasm for worship here tops all of it. And so if you're ever in the vicinity as an Arizona resident and want to come and join us on Monday mornings at 11 o'clock, the worship service is very, very inspiring and very encouraging, and we would welcome you to do that. You know, I look out now at this almost filled arena, and it makes me think back 14 years ago. This is our 15th year, and when we started, there were 900 students on this campus. And today, there are 25,500 students on this campus. What God has done here in the last 14 years has been absolutely amazing. We inherited a mission statement when we got here, and so as a result of what's happened the last 14 years, we thought it's time to rewrite the mission statement to bring it into alignment with who we've become. And so I want to share that with you quickly. It was a long 6-month process. Faculty, staff, students were all involved, and I wanted you to know what that is. And following it will be a short video, 3 minutes, that will help highlight that. So, GCU is a missional versus covenant, Christ-centered university with an innovative and adaptive spirit that addresses the world's deepest needs by cultivating compassionate Christian community, empowering free and virtuous action, and serving others in ways that promote human flourishing. Through academic excellence, the university equips students with knowledge of the Christian worldview, instilling in them a sense of purpose and vocational calling that enables them to be innovative thinkers, effective communicators, global contributors, and transformative leaders who change their communities by placing the interests of others before their own. Now, I could do a lot of talk. I could discuss this at length, but the video probably would do a better job. So it's a short 3-minute video.
As a Christian university, we believe in a Christian worldview, grounded in its conception of humanity for the purpose of God's plan. We offer this mission statement in order to outline the biblical vision for flourishing and to provide insight into GCU's unique approach to Christian higher education. We encourage our faculty, staff, and students to find their purpose in Christ, following Him through academic disciplines and vocational paths. GCU believes that a mission statement is more than just a summary of values. It expresses how we live out our ideals, a guiding light for the way we embrace our purpose every day.
GCU is a missional, Christ-centered university with an innovative and adaptive spirit that addresses the world's deep needs by cultivating compassionate Christian community, empowering free and virtuous action, and serving others in ways that promote human flourishing.
We believe that GCU's missional approach is unique. We aim to not simply teach, but provide a path to moral, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It starts with our heart for service. We're bringing integral programs to life that award scholarships to students in need who are poised for success. We're pairing integrity with achievement by helping students develop ethical businesses that solve the world's problems from a higher purpose. Because integrating work with a Christian perspective into the free market system bears value and allows you to put your faith into action to help transform communities. It's the simple idea that business elevates humanity when practiced consciously. GCU is fostering meaningful partnerships with organizations to better serve individuals and communities at home and throughout the country. We're so grateful for our vibrant and welcoming community. All those who come to GCU with open hearts and loving spirits acquire the tools to make an impact and elevate the human experience.
Through academic excellence, the university equips students with knowledge of the Christian worldview, instilling in them a sense of purpose and vocational calling that enables them to be innovative thinkers, effective communicators, global contributors, and transformative leaders who change their communities by placing the interests of others before their own.
Grand Canyon University, we seek to serve others first, living out our purpose by honoring God in all that we do. We've shared our mission with you. Now it's time to share it with the world. Mission matters. Find your purpose and serve others in ways that promote a flourishing existence for all of humanity.
So the real question is that you're all going to do things individually as you go through this experience, but collectively, what can we do? What can 25,500 students and 5,000 faculty staff do as a Christian community in the next 4 years? I think that's a great question to think about. Again, when we got here, there were 900 students on this campus, and it's growing tremendously. We started with 3 colleges. We now have 9 colleges. We have over 300 academic programs. This year's academic class, 9,700 students, comes from all over the country. 25% from Arizona, 20% from California. We're growing tremendously in the Northwest, in the Midwest, in the Southeast. So we have really, really smart young people coming from all over the country. The average incoming GPA's average of this year's class is over 3.6. Our Honors College has grown to over 3,000 students with average incoming GPAs over 4.1. So the collection of talent here is, the potential of it is really unlimited. And one of the things that I want to encourage you around, I want to encourage you in 3 ways, but this one first. Get involved early academically. I am so proud of our academic programs, what our dean and you'll meet our provost has done. We have 20 advisory boards. We have over 500 companies on those advisory boards because they want access to you eventually as our graduates. It is a rare opportunity to get involved with the university where your professors are going to want to meet with you. They're going to want to meet with you during office hours, get to know you, what your goals and aspirations are. And we're working with companies to get you involved in internships already in your sophomore or junior year. I know so many students at graduation, when I ask them what's next, they'll tell me, I got an internship at this company when I was a junior. It was great experience. They offered me a contract even as I was a senior, finishing classes, and now I'm going to work directly for them immediately when I graduate. And so there is lots of opportunity. If you'll get started and involved early, don't wait. Our programs aren't easy. Our programs are challenging. Our faculty are going to challenge you. Get to class, do the reading, get involved in the project work, get to know who your professors are, because they have an absolute vested interest in your success, not their own. So that's the first bit of advice I would have you. Secondly, and you're going to hear a lot about it, this is a very, very active, vibrant campus. When you walk through this campus at 10 o'clock at night, the lights are going to be on and students are going to be out everywhere. 32 restaurants will be open. And intramurals, probably the largest intramural program in the country, the largest club sports program in the country. Music, theater, dance, debate are all growing programs at the university. You don't have to be a music major or a fine arts major to be in our theater plays, on our debate team, to use our music studio. And so if you have passion outside of your academic area, there are so many opportunities to get involved. That's really what makes college college. And so I would encourage you to seek out those opportunities too, because you're going to meet people, you're going to make friends, you'll get to explore areas of your life that can be very meaningful to you as you go through college. The third thing is a little bit different, but I think extremely important. We decided 10 years ago, when we saw the university start to grow, when we saw that we had an economic model in order to make tuition affordable. We haven't raised tuition in 15 years since we've been here. We thought, you know, we're going to have money to invest in building a campus. And we have put $1.7 billion into this campus in the last 10 years. It's been ranked right now the 18th nicest campus in the country. We're extremely proud of it. But the big decision was, if you're going to invest $1.7 billion, do you do it at 33rd Avenue and Camelback in West Phoenix, in Maryvale, or do you move to Scottsdale or Paradise Valley or Orange County, California, or Cherry Creek, Colorado? Any of the areas a commercial real estate person would say, your investment is going to do much better there than it will be here in Maryvale. This is a very unique community. 45 different languages get spoken within 5 square miles of here. It's a neighborhood of immigrants. The neighborhood has changed over the years. We decided 10 years ago that we may be able to do something as a Christian community that the government will never be able to do, which is to attack the problem of poverty in a real way. And we put together what we call a 5-point plan in which we were going to invest in this. We were going to build here. We were going to invest in this community. I often say to people, I think if Jesus would come back today and he would come to Phoenix, he would probably not go to Scottsdale. He probably would come right here. And the first part of that plan was to create as many jobs as we possibly can. And a neighborhood like this of immigrants, number one, needs an economic catalyst. It needs jobs. We've created 14,000 jobs. We cut 14,000 checks every 2 weeks. We hire people in the neighborhood that have a strong work ethic, good character. They get a salary, they get benefits, and most importantly, they can send their kids to college for nearly free if they're gainfully employed here. That can change that family's trajectory. Thank you. It's a highly encouraging thing. Part of that first plan also is to spend as many businesses off of this as we can on an annual basis. We've started 10 new businesses, a golf course, a coffee company, a production company, an advertising company. We hire people they employ now 500 people. We hire people into those businesses, and they can also have that same benefit. The second thing we decided we needed to do, we have also got 32 new businesses being incubated right now at what we call Canyon Ventures, which is in Building 66 on 27th Avenue. Our plan is to get them to positive revenue and get them planted in the neighborhood as well. Secondly, the neighborhood has to be safe. Our campus is safe because we have our own police force and they do a great job, but we wanted the neighborhood cleaned up. Kids wouldn't go to school because they had to walk through gangs to get there. We have been working on this for 10 years. We put millions of dollars into it, and we're making a lot of progress. It's not perfect, but we're making tremendous progress, and our goal is to someday have the safest community in America right here in Maryvale. That can happen, and we are going to make that happen for our neighbors. Thirdly, we had to do something to improve the homes, and we wanted to get the housing values going up. So we have a partnership with Habitat for Humanity. We have the largest Habitat for Humanity project in the world going on. We've rebuilt 400 homes. You can help us with that. We will rebuild probably another 100 homes this year alone in our neighborhood. You can volunteer for that. It's usually on Saturdays. It lasts 6 or 7 hours, but we will get unbelievable work done in those 6 and 7 hours to improve what's going on from a housing perspective. Housing values are up in this neighborhood now more than any single zip code in Arizona, so this stuff can happen. It can work. The fourth thing I really would love your help with. We started 10 years ago what we call a learning lounge. We opened it between 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock, and we said to all the kids in the community, the K-12 kids, if you want to get extra help academically and excel, come to our learning lounge. It's open between 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock on Saturday. We asked for student volunteers, and we got them in droves. The program just exploded. So this year, we moved it to Building 66 on 27th Avenue. We tripled the size. There's a bus stop right there. We're going to give kids free bus passes. But if you would like to help us just a little bit, you can show up and register over there, and we're going to assign you any student that might walk in. We'll help them with anything they need help with. Out of that came a scholarship program. We've awarded 645 full-ride scholarships to kids that come right out of this neighborhood. 100% of them live below the poverty line. 95% of them are minority students, but they're studying here, and they're earning degrees in computer science, mechanical engineering, et cetera. And once they graduate and take a middle-class job, what we're watching happen is that becomes an upper middle-class job within 3 or 4 years, and pretty soon they're bringing their entire family with them. These are all problems that can be solved by vibrant Christian communities. And I want to give you a little idea of that. This is our learning lounge. There's the kind of kids that we're helping. They won't be wearing masks this year for sure. That's a group session. If you want to pour into the lives of kids who will really appreciate your help and getting to know you as a college student, that's a great thing to be involved in. This is the last one. It's an amazing project, an absolute amazing project. Parents, if you want to stop over there before you leave, it's on 27th Avenue. It's in Building 66 where our learning lounge is. But a guy came to me and said, do you know that every day in this country, Walmart, Target, Amazon, they sell goods into the marketplace. A certain percentage get returned. They can't be resold, and so they get put on trucks and take to landfills. The stuff gets buried. It's a terrible ecological problem. The guy came to the previous administration and said, you know, I think the Christian communities in America can resolve this problem. I can start a hub in every state in the country, and those hubs' responsibilities will to build a warehouse and to create an infrastructure, a volunteer infrastructure, to get this stuff into the hands of families who need it. They came to us and said, we've heard about GCU, your heart to serve the community, would you be a hub? I said, what do we have to do? And they said, build a 10,000 square foot warehouse. We built a 35,000 square foot warehouse in 3 weeks. It's now a 100,000 square foot warehouse. And if you want to experience Christmas twice a week around here, these 2 trucks show up a week. They have $60,000 on average worth of stuff on them. Tables, chairs, beds, bedding, diapers, bug swat. Every day, you don't know what's going to be on these trucks. But we need volunteers to take the stuff off the trucks, do the inventory, put it on the shelves. We now have 87 pods, points of distribution, inner city churches that deal with inner city families. They each identify a hero. The hero works with the families. They identify, you know, we've got 4 kids that are sleeping on the floor. We need 2 bunk beds. We got a family that can't eat dinner together because they don't have a table and chairs. We've got whatever. And they put in the orders, and we get the stuff to the families. Now, we've only been at this for a year, but we've also already served over 5,500 families. We've distributed over $3 million worth of goods that used to be sent to a landfill. We need volunteers. You can help us. Maybe a floor that you live on or a group of friends could volunteer. We just need help taking the stuff off the inventory in it and getting it ready to get out to people. The stories are in the thousands. Kids, families that we're helping. I'll just run through a few of them with you. We work north to the Indian reservations, west to Yuma, south to the border. These are all families that are getting brand new stuff in their homes, having been sleeping on the floor previously. This is a great one. That's a $6,000 leather couch. I love the picture on the right because it looks like the kids are never going to get off that couch. And then on the left, they're already off the couch. They're on a pillow. But it's amazing the stuff that gets delivered here that we can get into the hands of people who really need it, all in the name of Jesus. And it causes them to think about, who are these people? Who are these Christ followers that care about us, and why would they put all this effort and work into helping us? And with that, I think that's all I have. But if you as a student can help us with those last two projects this year, you'll be blessed by it, I guarantee. If you can help tutor some kids, or if you can help with this project, I can't tell you how much we're looking forward to what's going to happen on this campus this year. Thank you for choosing GCU. Thank you for being here, and we look forward to seeing you on campus. And now, our brand new provost at the university is going to speak to you. Please welcome Randy Gibb.
All right. We are so blessed to have President Mueller be leading us. I absolutely love working here because of that. The passion and our mission is more than just teaching. All right, so I have 3 quick points, and then I'm going to share a student story. So we're here to really help you get engaged and embrace the opportunity before you. We have something called Lopes First, that we get to live and work on this beautiful campus because of you, our Lopes, our antelopes, our students. And we do that by making sure we are the most accessible and available faculty in the country. So please know, as you go through your classes and get situated and have fun, but not too much fun, as you're learning, go to your teacher, first point of contact. Any questions? Be it mentoring, scheduling, career, academic coursework. Maybe you got an 83 on your first quiz and you wanted higher, talk to your teacher. Start strong, win the semester, win day 1, and then you'll win the whole semester going along. All right, so you have your teacher to go to. Next would be an ACE Center. ACE Center is an academic and career excellence center. So academic. We have students who are juniors and seniors who've already taken the courses that you're taking now as freshman or sophomore possibly. Well, they're going to help tutor you. So please reach out. And maybe your teacher explains it one way, but maybe a fellow college student could help you understand math, economics, coding, a little more in your style of learning, if you will. Then we have another opportunity for you to really get engaged, and that's called the Lopes Live Labs. Those are ways to get hands-on experiential learning, and it brings the classroom to life. So we have examples such as the Charles Schwab Finance Center in Business. We have the Cadaver Labs, and we have Engineering Makerspace, and we've got about 40 of those all over the campus. Nursing simulators, the incubator that President Mueller talked about. So finally, whether it's an academic club, an athletic club, student life club that Pastor Tim will talk about, is I ask you just to get out of your dorm. We've done the research. If you're engaged on campus, you're going to find success academically. They go hand in hand. So please don't just stay in your dorm. Get out, get involved, do your homework. And if you're a commuter student, please stick around maybe for 1 more hour to go to that club meeting. Meet some other students that are like-minded. Again, the more engaged you are and connected, you'll find that much more success. All right, so quickly, shifting from that, I just want to say to own your learning. As the provost, all about academic success. And I want you to know, a week ago, we had this whole place filled with our faculty, and I asked them to raise the bar, raise the expectations that they have for all of you. So they're here to help, but you have to meet them halfway. So know that your faculty have big expectations of what you can do and achieve. Also, we have that aspect of character and integrity, not just academic integrity in the classroom, it's your own character development across the whole lifespan here at GCU. How you act in the classroom, how you act in the dorm, how you act on an athletic field, and then how you behave ethically with character at your internship. Those are all connected and related, and holistically, that's what we are working on to help you live out your purpose. So speaking of your purpose, I just want to finish with saying, start now. Dream big. Have a plan and go for it. Don't say, oh, I'm only a freshman. No, start immediately. And I'm going to share a story here in a second, but don't put yourself in a box that I'm a finance major, I can't do marketing, or I'm a marketing major and I can't do a finance job. No, don't hold yourself back. Find your passion, go for it. We have students doing mission trips, semester abroad, internships, jobs, careers, graduate school. Start now. If you want to go semester abroad, you have to start almost 18 months ahead. So don't wait. And let me share you the story of Marco Bergarelli. He's from Phoenix. He was a transfer student. He was recruited to play baseball out at Holy Cross on the East Coast. He came back and he dove right in as a transfer student with our entrepreneurship programs in the College of Business, was involved with due diligence efforts with our Canyon Angels group. And then the way he lived out his purpose, how he lived out his faith, was by creating his own ministry, by going to detention centers and helping juvenile kids in the detention center to pass their GED. And as he did that, more students joined him. He created his own ministry by serving others. He eventually was selected for a very competitive East Coast bias kind of fellowship called Venture for America. And then he was recruited to work at a startup in Charlotte called Queen City FinTech. And then after that, he started his own startup. And now he's like 25 and he's already done all that. So that is one of thousands of stories of GCU students who started right now, right here in this place, lived out their purpose and found success. So I'm excited for you to be that next story that I share a couple years from now. Next, I'm super proud to introduce Pastor Tim Griffin. Thank you. Lopes up. God bless.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to GCU. I know you've been greeted already today many times, and hopefully your moving experience has gone well, and you are getting settled into your residential space, your apartment, your dorm, whatever living situation you're going to experience this year. I hope it went well today. This is a great time to be at GCU. I started here, this is the beginning of my 13th academic year, and so I was here at the very beginning when the new version of GCU was starting to take off. President Mueller had been here a couple years and invited me to come and participate at the university as the campus pastor. I had two sons that were student athletes that were coming here, and so I was very excited to get started at this nice little Christian school on the west side of Phoenix. And what happened over the last decade has been absolutely remarkable. So students, I'm thrilled for you. What you're going to get to experience this year is going to be amazing. And so we are excited to serve you in student affairs. And I hope that if there's some need that you have, you would come and let us know how we can come alongside of you. So one other thing I want to encourage you as students, you've already heard it several times from President Mueller, Dr. Gibb, and that is to get involved. These years will pass so quickly. I can only imagine some of your parents were, or some of your family members were saying, boy, my dorm didn't look like this. We didn't have fields like this. You better enjoy this. This is like resort right here, right? Some of you remember what it was like to go to college. I was a commuter student all the way through, so it was nothing like this. And so I know it'll go quick. You'll be walking across this platform in a few years in a blink of an eye. So students, make the most of it right now. Right out of the gate, make friends, go to events, go to activities, apply yourself in the classroom. Do all of those things that will launch you into a great experience as a college student. It will be challenging. some of you are introverts, some of you are extroverts, and you'll have your own set of challenges as it comes to being a college student in a huge community like GCU. But this is a place that has a lot of opportunities. We'd really love to see you plugged in. Now, parents or family members that are here to support your student, let me say this. Some of you, this is the first student that you are sending off to college, and it has been filled with emotions the last couple days whenever you arrived, and now the thought of going home is bringing tears to your eyes. And some of you, on the other flip side, this is your last student to go off to college. I knew that was going to happen. There are some of you out there that are going, yes, and I'm saying, can I get an amen? And some of you are like very excited that you've got your students almost through college, and this may be the last one that you'll send off to university. And we hope that for your students and for you as family members, that this will be a great association for you as these years pass and as this academic school year begins. So I want to encourage you students right now. We're going to do something very, very fun. Take out your cell phones, turn your attention to the screen, and let's enjoy this together. How fun was that? Yeah. Students, you are not alone. We are so excited that you're here. God is going to do something amazing in you and through you this year. So I hope you're ready for that. I hope that you will make the most of your academic career here at GCU. So we want to do something now that is very important to us as a community. We want to commission you as students at GCU. So if you'll look for that pin that you picked up on the way in, we're going to use that here in just a few moments. A commissioning is the act of granting certain powers or the authority to carry out a particular task or duty, to authorize or engage someone to do something. Today, it is my honor to commission you into our student body here at GCU. So this is the call. Students, family members, friends, student leaders, and staff, these new students have been called to their educational journey at Grand Canyon. The call as students is to obtain knowledge and skills through experience and study within the missional, Christ-centered, and innovative context of GCU. Ultimately, we will all be called to service, integrity, and lifelong learning. So here's the vow we're inviting you to make. New students, please stand and remain standing if you are able. Students, as members of the GCU community, you are challenged to become innovative thinkers, effective communicators, global contributors, and transformative leaders who will change your communities by placing the interests of others before your own. In pursuit of these attributes, you will be challenged to learn about the Christian worldview, practice empathy, and embrace the reality that people are different and that by understanding others, we learn to understand ourselves. You will be challenged both inside and outside of the classroom to work creatively with excellence and integrity toward virtuous and innovative solutions to complex problems. You will be challenged to learn to communicate proficiently and to understand how your words impact others emotionally and intellectually. You'll be challenged to strive toward a path of leadership and influence, exercising unselfishness and working to transform relationships and organizations on earth to reflect those of the kingdom of heaven. Students, do you commit to pursuing these qualities which are the foundation of the culture here at Grand Canyon University? If so, answer, we do. GCU student family and friends, please stand and remain standing if you are able. Family and friends, do you promise to support your student as they learn about the Christian worldview, their role in innovative thinking, effective communication, global contribution, and transformative leadership? If so, answer, we do. Students, please hand your pins to a family member, friend, or a nearby member of the GCU community. May this pin be a sign as a representation of you becoming a member of the GCU student body. Family, friends, and staff, please carefully pin the student near you. I hereby officially commission you in as a member of the GCU student body and welcome you to our community. Congratulations. Students, now that you have accepted your new role and have been commissioned into this community, you will spend the next few months reflecting with those who have supported you up to this point and learning their hopes to continue encouraging and caring for you after today. To the family members, friends, and supporters, this moment does not necessarily mean goodbye, for the semester or even goodbye for welcome week. But we use it to acknowledge that your student is entering into a new stage in life and to recognize the changes that come with this important transition. Parents and family members, please locate the half sheet handed to you as you walked in. If you have not done so already, please take a few moments to fill it out. You can go ahead and be seated during this time if you'd like. For those of you who are here without your families, you're encouraged to take this opportunity to introduce yourself to other new students. Whether you reside on or off campus, this place is a new home for you. For you, it will be filled with fellow students who will welcome or who will become like family, and with classmates who will become your support system. Parents, family members, and supporters, take the next few moments to read what you have written to your student and present the sheet to them so that they may be encouraged by the words for the rest of their first year here at GCU. Today, we recognize GCU values, the student and family commitment, and the importance of the valuable student experience here at GCU. Friends, families, and students, I urge you to accept your important role in this community. Would you join me in prayer? Our God and Heavenly Father, we pause for a moment to say thank you for these families. Thank you for the love and support that has been shown to these new students to come to this place today. We pray as these students embark on their academic career here at GCU that they would find friends, they would find support, they would find faculty, all kinds of experiences that would encourage them as they prepare for the rest of their life. May you help us as an institution to serve them well while they're here. God, may you bless us. May you be honored in this place, for we ask it in Jesus' name, and for his sake I pray. Amen. Would you please, thank you. Would you please remain seated? Charity's going to come back and dismiss you in just a few moments.
Okay, congratulations, everyone. So now we are going to be dismissing the students first. Don't get up yet. Students, we will be dismissing you according to your living area. I will also take this time to teach you how some of our buildings are pronounced. And as you are dismissing, you will be headed to the Prescott Lawn, which is straight back the arena. You probably passed it when you came in this way. And we'll guide you to your orientation group as you're exiting. You will be placed in a group according to your building that you moved into today, or that you're scheduled to move into, and according to the time that your appointment move-in was. So if, for example, you moved into Canyon at 6 o'clock this morning, then you are in Canyon Group 6. Or if you moved into Chaparral at 8 o'clock this morning, then you are in Chaparral Group 8. Pop quiz, if you moved into Willow at noon, then you would be in Willow Group 12. You guys are ready for college. Okay, parents, if you could please remain seated. Parents and families, remain seated. You will be dismissed after the students have left for their orientation groups. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and dismiss If you see your building up here, acacia, agave, chaparral, canyon, or cypress.
Didn't even wanna go out, why'd you call me? I've had a long day and still got laundry. 2, 3, 4, make me drink more. Then you walk through the door. All my friends are buying blow in the back room. There's people climbing up the wall cause it's a packed house. Who are you, what's your name, I ask. Surprised she answered fast. I think there's too many red